sure you get under the palm tree, so don't you be worrying about it. Hey, everybody, it's Pewee! Let's get it! Hey there, Elvis. Hey there, Bruno. Where's my spinach? Somebody took my spinach. Well, blow me down. Well, I'm driving down Hollywood Boulevard. Policeman pulls me over. He walks up to my car, and I rolled up my window and says, I'll have a cheeseburger and a cup of Coca-Cola. Oh my goodness, that's disgusting. Hey, Demi. This is Fred G. Zimmer, period. Yeah, well, I'm calling you because I want you to, and I want, well, if you don't like it, you can get my, hello? Well, I know what you're thinking. Did you shoot 5 shots or 6? Well, just remember, this is the most powerful handgun in the world, capable of blowing your head clean off. So you gotta ask yourself just one question. Do you feel lucky, punk? Well, this is Jack Benny. Old Don, old Dennis. Now, cut that out. Well, Rochester, bring me my bags. You, of all the gin joints in the world, you had to walk into mine. Play it again, Sam. My fellow Americans. Well, let me just say this about that. I'm not a crook. This is Gerald Ford. Hey everybody, this is Jimmy Carter. Well, let me just say, I don't want to do this thing here about the Star Wars thing and the 1,000 points of light, and want to do that there thing. Well, that is a great and awesome thing. And I'm sorry, but I refuse to do George W. Bush. Thank you very much. Well, hey, sports fans. Bob Uecker here. I'm talking to you about, well, baseball. And whoa, that was blowing outside. You know, Tommy, I could have been somebody, you know what I'm saying? I could have been anybody. I could have been Senator Corleone. I could have been Governor Corleone. It just wasn't time, you know what I'm saying? It's not that I sound silly because I got these peaches stuck in my throat. So, but, and the peaches, they're orange peels. That's what it is, they're orange peels. Anyways, you know, so stupid I look at my jaw sticking out. I got my stomach sticking out. You know what? I used to love Stella!
Well, there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You're not gonna hear boomer nostalgia like that with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. You check in with old Captain Boomer, and I'm telling you, you will get nostalgia. Nostalgic. Let's put it that way. Is that right? Nostalgia. Or just something like that. You know what I mean. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I get goosebumps. I really do. I definitely get goosebumps when I listen to some of our music. That's a fact. I'm not that proud to admit that I don't get teary-eyed sometimes too. I tell you what. But anyways, there you have it. That is Mr. Joey Holmes, and those were done That was not done in no professional studio by no stretch of the imagination. But that is Mr. Joey Holmes. He doesn't entertain, and I wish he would, because to me he is, and I'm sure you will agree. Excuse me. He is very, very, very talented man. That's a fact, Jack. Anyway, so there it is. I dare anybody else out there to have nostalgia going like I've got. I work hard at trying to provide for us boomers, whether it's music, whether it's nostalgia, whether it's finding a place to get cheap colonoscopy by a doctor that actually speaks English. It's not farsighted. Just check with me. I mean, I'm here. I'm here for the boomers. That's what I do. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. Okay. All right, Captain Boomers. This portion of Captain Boomer's show is brought to you by none other than Dr. Lance Boyles. You got it. The Weenie Genie. Yeah, I'm telling you guys having trouble down below, and I'm not talking about your knees. Let's go a little higher. You know what I'm talking about. That thing just ain't, it's just not popping to attention anymore like it used to. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is get a hold of Dr. Lance Boyle. By the way, he is the Captain Boomer's in-house studio physician. And he will line you up. We will send out a free sample of the amazing Weenie Genie. Yeah. There you have it. Give us a shot. Give us a call here and we'll line you up. That's right. Right, guys? You betcha. You betcha. I wasn't going to talk about it, but I will, and I'm going to try to hold my tongue. And I know this is I try to do comedy show here, but I'll tell you, when I hear news like this, I just well, that's not what I want. Anyway, maybe I'll just go back to this. Hang on a minute. Okay. Anyway, God bless the boomers. All right. You guys do your stretching this morning? I hope so. You gotta do your stretching. Take your pills, your meds, huh? Yeah, those pills. I'm telling you, they just see. Don't. And not only are we taking more pills and stuff, it seems like, but you see, my pills seem to follow me around. I don't know about you guys. They started in a medicine cabinet. Now they're on the island. Yeah, I do. I own my own island. I know. I got money. All right. Unfortunately, my island is in the kitchen, but who cares? Anyways, I got my some of the meds are on the island. Then from the island, they go onto the dining room table at times, some of them. Then from there, they filter their way down. It's like they got little legs and they move around the house. And from there, they go down to the coffee table. From coffee table, sometimes they end up on a TV tray. Sometimes they end up on top of where I keep my plants. I mean, it's like they're alive. They're all over the place now. It's crazy. Crazy world out there, that's for sure. Yeah, but we're trying to get a handle on it, aren't we, guys? Keep your sense of humor, whatever you do, please. That's why I do this. This is just a hobby, like I told you guys a long time ago. Keeps me going, keeps me young, I think. And I'm still hanging in there. You know, the old Agent Orange is always looking over my shoulder. But for this day, right now, you know, I don't have any problems right now, Houston. Yeah, so I thank God every day. We got enough stuff going on as it is. But what I was going to talk about was, once again, the VA in their I don't get this, and I'm really going to restrain myself from not swearing. Although I'd like to, I would love to swear, but I'm not going to. I'm going to restrain myself. I promised the wife I wouldn't try to use much profanity. Okay, but here's the deal. 7 of my brothers Now, I assume they were Vietnam vets. They didn't get into it, but it really doesn't matter. A veteran is a veteran. It doesn't matter. And they're all my brothers, as I am theirs. It was in West Virginia, I believe. And I don't know how this even came about. I think it was an inside job myself. Nurse there in West Virginia, I can't remember the name of West Virginia VA hospital. Some guys were diabetics and stuff. 7 or 8 of them she injected. 7 of the 8 died, if I'm not mistaken. And then come to find out, I guess this gal was not even qualified to give shots. Now, how in the hell does somebody on a staff, I don't give a shit where it is, how in the hell does somebody get a hold of 7 or 8 syringes with medication in it, who doesn't have any right to give anybody any shots? She's not cleared to give anybody else. How does she get a hold of these and administer these shots to these veterans? Not unless they're knocked out to begin with, because I don't get it. Usually you have a doctor will come in and give you your shot, or you might even have a regular nurse who comes in and gives you a shot. So how did this ding-dong bitch, psycho bitch, get in there and give my fellow veterans shots that killed? And the dosage was just, she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. I guess she's plea bargained down to, they're going to, I guess she pleaded guilty to 2nd degree. Oh God. I'm telling you, I just, and I didn't swear yet. I although I'd like to use the mother beep poop word, because boy, I'll tell you, I'd like to start my own. Me and the wife, we did go down to see George Floyd, and it's going to be a memorial, as it should be. They should make that into a nice, and I said it before, it should be a roundabout, because it almost looks like a roundabout now. Make it into a roundabout, put a nice statue in the middle, nice plaque and everything, so everybody knows what took place there that day, back in history. But anyway, I don't get it. The BLM, Black Lives Matter, as White Lives Matters, everybody lives matters. But you know what? I'll take it even a little step further and say this, because it was about 5-6 years ago. Now this was in Phoenix. 42 veterans died. Were kind of semi-murdered, or semi just, they didn't check on them, they just let them, their meds run out, or they didn't take care of them, give them the shots they should have had, whatever the case may be. There was 42 of them that died. That was in Phoenix. Okay, so what I'm getting at is, how about Veterans Lives Matters? Let's go with VLM. Veterans Lives Matter. I like that. I don't know why we couldn't run with it. Somebody just, because I like to think Veterans Lives Matter. Yeah. Anyway, still listening to Laurel and Hardy here, and I got my rant and raving out of the way. I don't know if you heard this one before, guys, but this is, I got this out of a book, and it's crazy stuff, and the book is entitled something like "You're Damn Right I'm a Bitch" or something like that. And I find it's pretty humorous. Anyway, okay, here we go. It's a hot blonde. A picture. And I gotta tell you the pictures that goes along with these with the words. There's a hot blonde laying in bed here, and she says, "Damn right I'm good in bed. I can sleep for days." All right. Here's another one. She's in the bathtub. She says, "If I can't do it naked, it isn't worth doing." Right. Here's another one. That's always a blonde, isn't it? It's always a blonde. "If size doesn't matter," she said, she's holding a dildo, by the way. "If size doesn't matter, why aren't there any 4-inch dildos?" All right. Well, she's got a point. This other one says, "I got a sweater for Christmas. All I really wanted was a screamer or a moaner." All right. And this guy has got his hands on his blonde shoulder, and he's leaning into her, and the caption reads, "You, me, whipped cream, handcuffs, any questions?" All right. Ay. Here's one. Here's a picture of Lassie and a hot babe, blonde babe. She's dressed